Hi, everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, I have exciting stories to boost your listening skills. Before we start, can I have your 5 seconds to smash that subscribe button? I noticed the subscription is very low. Come on guys, show some love and support. Thank you so much to those who already subscribed. Your support really helped me. Now without further ado, let's start our today's story. Today's stories. The Curious Caterpillar's Journey. In a sunny garden, filled with blooming flowers and buzzing bees, there lived a curious caterpillar named Charlie. Charlie spent his days munching on leaves and dreaming of exploring the world beyond the garden. One morning, as Charlie crawled along a leafy branch, he noticed a colorful butterfly fluttering gracefully in the air. "Wow, I wish I could fly like that," Charlie exclaimed, his eyes wide with wonder. The butterfly landed gently beside Charlie and smiled. "You will one day, little caterpillar. But for now, enjoy your journey of transformation," the butterfly said before fluttering away. Inspired by the butterfly's words, Charlie set off on his own journey of discovery. He crawled through the garden, meeting friendly ladybugs, busy ants, and sleepy snails along the way. As days turned into weeks, Charlie felt a strange sensation in his body. His skin began to itch, and he found himself craving something different than the usual leaves. "I think it's time for me to change," Charlie thought to himself. And so, Charlie spun himself a cozy cocoon among the leaves, wrapping himself snugly inside. He waited patiently, feeling a mixture of excitement and nervousness. Days passed, and Charlie's cocoon began to shimmer with a magical glow. Suddenly, it split open, and Charlie emerged as a beautiful butterfly with wings of gold and silver. "I did it. I'm a butterfly," Charlie exclaimed, fluttering his wings in delight. With his newfound wings, Charlie soared into the sky, feeling the warm breeze on his face and the sun on his wings. He flew over fields and forests, rivers and mountains, marveling at the beauty of the world around him. As he flew, Charlie encountered other butterflies, who welcomed him with open wings. Together, they danced in the air, painting the sky with their vibrant colors. But deep in his heart, Charlie knew that his journey was not yet complete. He longed to return to the garden where his adventure had begun, and share his newfound wisdom with his friends. And so, Charlie returned to the sunny garden, where he found his old friend, the caterpillar, munching on a leaf. "Hello, my friend. It's me, Charlie, the curious caterpillar," Charlie said, landing gently beside his friend. The caterpillar looked up in amazement. "Charlie, is that really you? You're a butterfly now." Charlie nodded proudly. "Yes, I've transformed into a butterfly, and I've seen so much on my journey. But most importantly, I've learned that the greatest adventures begin with curiosity and courage." Together, Charlie and his friend explored the garden once more, sharing stories of their adventures and dreams for the future. And as the sun set behind the hills, Charlie knew that no matter where his wings may take him, the garden would always be his home. Today's story is The Treasure of the Heart of the Forest. In this enchanted forest, there is a young boy named Jack, who is brave and curious. His dream is to find a legendary treasure, hidden in the forest. A story he heard from his grandfather when he was young. It is said that this treasure can bring happiness and courage, and only those truly brave can find it. Jack, driven by the desire to bring happiness and protection to his family, as well as to prove himself as a true hero, ventures into the forest every day, in search of clues and adventure. Every time the sun rises, Jack straps on his small backpack, takes his binoculars and map, and embarks on his treasure hunting journey. He believes that in this magical forest, there are many puzzles waiting for him to unravel. One fine morning, Jack prepares his adventure gear and decides to set out on another treasure hunting journey. He follows the familiar path, venturing deep into the heart of the forest. Suddenly, he hears a faint, melodious music, as if the wind is playing among the leaves. Curiosity drives him to explore the source of the sound. Passing through a dense thicket, Jack sees a peculiar sight. A group of fairies dancing, dressed in shimmering clothes, frolicking joyfully. Jack observes this wonderful scene quietly, until the fairies notice his presence.
Who are you?
One fairy asks curiously. Jack smiles and introduces himself to them, asking for clues about the treasure.
The treasure?
Another fairy blinks.
We've heard of it, but we don't know where it is. Perhaps you should go ask the old oak tree. He knows everything in the forest.
Armed with a new clue, Jack decides to seek out the old oak tree and continue his adventure. Jack ventures deep into the forest, searching for the old oak tree. Along the way, he suddenly hears a murmuring whisper, as if the trees in the forest are conversing. Suddenly, a vigilant tree spirit peeks out from behind a trunk, looking at Jack and saying,
"This is the boundary of the forest, and no humans are allowed to enter. Who are you? Why do you disturb our home?"
Jack hurriedly explains that he is a brave adventurer, with no ill intentions, just seeking the legendary treasure, to bring blessings and peace to the forest. The tree spirits furrow their brows, but seeing the sincerity and goodwill in Jack's eyes, they begin to consider whether to let him continue.
If you truly wish to see the old oak tree, you must pass the test.
The tree spirit says, "You need to prove your love and respect for the forest. Please find the lost gemstone in the forest. It is our sacred artifact, and only those who truly cherish the forest can find it." Jack accepts the challenge, determined to pass the test and continue his quest for the treasure. He knows this will be the first real challenge of his adventure. So, he begins searching the forest for the lost gemstone, hoping to earn the trust of the tree spirits. Jack sets out on the journey to find the lost gemstone. He follows forest trails, each step filled with anticipation and nervousness. As sunlight filters through the leaves, Jack discovers a serene stream, its surface shimmering with a faint green light. He accurately notes the location of the gemstone, carefully reaches into the water, afraid to disturb its peace. Finally, he gently lifts the gemstone, emitting a warm and smooth feeling, as if possessing the mysterious power of the forest. Suddenly, the trees begin to sway gently, and a cheer rises in the forest, as if celebrating Jack's victory. The tree spirits dance joyfully, expressing their respect and joy for him. A tree spirit appears before him, wearing a friendly smile.
You've done it.
The tree spirit says happily,
You have shown love and respect for the forest. Now you can continue on and meet the old oak tree. Good luck, brave child.
Jack feels immensely relieved, carefully stowing away the gemstone, and then continuing his adventure, heading to find the old oak tree. He feels encouraged by his determination, knowing he is on the right path to finding the treasure. Jack continues his journey through the depths of the forest, getting closer and closer to where the old oak tree resides. Along the way, he encounters a group of playful woodland sprites, who curiously surround him, asking about his purpose and adventure.
Are you here to find the old oak tree?
One sprite asks. Jack nods, explaining that he needs the old oak trees help to find the treasure. The sprites exchange glances for a moment, then tell Jack that the old oak tree enjoys hearing visitors' stories and songs. If Jack can impress the old oak tree, he may have a chance to receive clues about the treasure. Finally, Jack arrives in front of a massive and ancient oak tree. The old oak tree's bark is covered with rings, as if recording countless stories of the ages. He softly recounts his adventure experiences to the tree, explaining his desire to find the treasure and bring blessings to the forest. The old oak tree speaks slowly, its voice deep and melodious, asking Jack why he is so determined to find the treasure. Jack responds firmly, "I want to bring happiness and courage to my family. I believe this treasure is my chance to prove myself." The old oak tree falls silent for a moment, then smiles and says,
Courage and happiness do not come from treasure, but from the strength within yourself. However, your sincerity and determination deserve my respect.
Impressed by Jack's sincerity and determination, the old oak tree decides to share clues about the treasure with him. He tells Jack that the treasure is not a physical object, but the courage and goodwill within everyone's heart. Only those willing to make efforts and show love to others can truly find happiness and courage. Jack listens to the old oak tree's words, gaining a profound inner strength. He realizes that the true treasure lies not in material wealth, but in our hearts and character. Grateful for the old oak tree's guidance, Jack returns home contentedly. On his way back, he radiates with confidence and goodwill, feeling the blessings and encouragement from the creatures of the forest. Jack finally understands that the essence of adventure lies not only in seeking, but also in growth and realization. Although his adventure journey did not bring tangible treasures, it gave him a more precious wealth, courage from within and sincere goodwill. The story's ending is filled with hope and enlightenment. Jack will continue to use his courage and goodwill to bring happiness and courage to his family and friends, always walking on the adventurous path of life. This story tells us that the true treasure lies not in external wealth, but in inner strength and goodwill. Through Jack's adventure journey, we learn to bravely face challenges and face the world with sincerity and goodwill. May Jack's story inspire more people to bravely pursue the treasures within their hearts, constantly growing and understanding. The story may end, but the spirit of adventure will never cease. Today's stories: The Forest Adventure, Rosie and Max's Journey of Friendship. In a serene and beautiful forest, sunlight filtered through the cracks in the leaves, casting golden rays upon the dense trees and colorful flowers. This forest was home to a variety of animals, living harmoniously, each day filled with joy and surprises. Among the residents of the forest was a little rabbit named Rosie. Rosie had soft brown fur and agile ears, always hopping around with boundless curiosity. She loved exploring, observing everything in the forest, and was always eager to make new friends. Deep within the forest lived a big gray wolf named Max. Max appeared fierce on the outside, covered in gray fur, but inside, he was filled with a longing for friendship. Amidst his loneliness, he wasn't the ferocious type of wolf. Rather, he was a gentle and lonely soul, yearning to be accepted and understood by others. Rosie and Max lived in the same forest but rarely crossed paths. There seemed to be an invisible barrier between them, leaving Max feeling lonely and Rosie feeling curious. Until one day, an unexpected encounter changed everything. On a sunny morning, Rosie hopped out of her burrow, ready to embark on a day of adventure. She decided to follow the forest path, exploring new sights and making new friends. Along the way, she happily sang songs, enjoying the fresh air and warm sunlight of the forest. Meanwhile, Max strolled alone on the other side of the forest, in search of food. He happened to hear Rosie's song. He stopped in his tracks, feeling a strange sensation as if the song was calling out to him. Rosie's song also caught the attention of other animals, who quietly followed the melody, eager to see who was singing so beautifully. Unaware that she had attracted the attention of so many animals, Rosie continued on her way, excitedly anticipating new adventures. Rosie hopped into an open meadow, filled with beautiful wildflowers and a clear stream. She paused, closed her eyes, and took in the fresh forest air, enjoying the harmonious beauty of the moment. Just then, a large shadow suddenly cast over her, blocking the sunlight in front of her. Rosie opened her eyes to find a big gray wolf standing before her, his eyes revealing a hint of loneliness and anticipation.
Hello there.
Rosie greeted the big gray wolf warmly, not feeling afraid. Max furrowed his brow. He wasn't used to animals being so friendly to him. He tried to respond.
Hello, I'm Max. Did I disturb you?
Rosie shook her head with a smile and said, "Not at all."
I'm Rosie. Nice to meet you, Max. Do you also enjoy wandering in the forest?
Max nodded, feeling a strange warmth in his heart. He had never encountered an animal as friendly as Rosie, which made him feel special. Just then, a little squirrel came running over, excitedly exclaiming,
I heard your song, Rosie. It was so wonderful.
Other animals also approached, expressing their love for Rosie's singing and curiosity about Max. In this cheerful atmosphere, Rosie and Max began to slowly engage with each other, sharing their stories and feelings. Under the gathering of animals, Rosie and Max felt a long-lost warmth and joy. They discussed the wonders of the forest together, sharing their preferences and dreams.
Max, why do you always wander alone in the forest?
Rosie asked curiously. Max sighed softly, his eyes revealing deep emotions.
Everyone is afraid of me because I'm a big gray wolf. Although I've never hung under any animals, my appearance hits others at a distance. I long for friendship, but always find it difficult to fit in.
Rosie shook her head gently, speaking with a gentle voice.
Being a big gray wolf doesn't necessarily mean being ferocious. I believe you're a kind wolf. It's just that others don't understand you yet.
The animals nodded in agreement, expressing their willingness to be friends with Max. They trusted Rosie's judgment, and were willing to give Max a chance to explore the forest's mysteries and joys together. And so, Rosie, Max, and a group of animal friends embarked on an unexpected adventure. They encountered more challenges and wonderful discoveries, with every corner of the forest brimming with mystery and surprises. But their unity and wisdom helped them overcome each one. Their first stop led them to a giant oak tree, where they discovered a hidden cave. The cave emitted a fresh scent, with shimmering dewdrops hanging from its walls, leading everyone inside. Rosie found a massive underground lake, its waters crystal clear, reflecting the light from the cave's ceiling. They played by the lake, enjoying their carefree happiness. Next, they traversed through a sea of flowers, each blossom emitting captivating fragrances. Suddenly, a breeze swept through, swirling the petals into a colorful shower. Rosie and Max danced in the flower rain, while the animals cheered and celebrated, as if they were in a fairyland. At their second stop, they crossed through a dense forest and encountered a rushing stream. The waters were swift and cold, with no bridges or floating logs to cross. Rosie and Max devised a plan. They gathered long branches and vines and, with the help of the animals, constructed a makeshift bridge, successfully crossing the stream. Deep in the forest, they found an injured fawn, unable to walk. Rosie and Max immediately decided to help the fawn. They utilized the wisdom of their fox friend to create a simple stretcher, carefully carrying the fawn to safety and tending to it until it recovered. Each challenge they faced was an opportunity for growth. Rosie, Max, and their animal friends learned to listen to each other, to help one another, and to make the most of their individual strengths. Their friendship grew stronger, and their trust and gratitude deepened. Finally, they reached a steep hillside, covered in thick grass and large rocks. This was the only path to the heart of the forest, but they didn't know how to overcome this obstacle. Rosie stood at the base of the hill, contemplating a solution. Suddenly, a clever squirrel friend jumped over, suggesting they use their agility and claws to help everyone climb the hillside. With the animals' help, one by one, they scaled the steep slope. Although it was challenging, they eventually reached the summit. At the mountaintop, they discovered a mysterious cliffside, adorned with a peculiar plant that emitted shimmering light. Rosie led everyone in a cautious exploration, discovering that the plant emitted a magical energy. Their fox friend explained
that this plant might be a unique herb in the forest, capable of healing wounds and bringing strength.
However, just as they were about to harvest the herb, a strong wind suddenly swept through, lifting rocks and plants, trapping them on the cliffside. They faced the threat of high altitude and harsh weather, making the situation extremely dangerous. Rosie rallied everyone's spirits, suggesting they use their combined strength and wisdom to devise an escape plan. With the agility of their squirrel and bird friends, they found a safe route to escape, eventually overcoming the danger. Through this ordeal, Rosie, Max, and their animal friends deepened their trust and reliance on each other. They experienced the power of unity, knowing that as long as they were united, they could overcome any challenge. Throughout their journey, they made many new friends, such as brave squirrel companions, clever fox friends, and kind bird allies. Each new friend brought different knowledge and skills, making them more united and stronger. The entire adventure was filled with laughter, love, and challenges. Rosie, Max, and their animal friends shared countless beautiful moments, growing and learning together, with each other's help and support, exploring the mysteries of the forest, and discovering their inner courage and strength. After a series of exciting adventures, Rosie, Max, and their animal friends finally returned to the heart of the forest, their hearts filled with a sense of accomplishment and joy. They sat together, reminiscing about the challenging yet joyful journey. Rosie looked gratefully at each animal friend, saying,
Thank you all for your companionship and support along the way. Without you, we wouldn't have had so many wonderful moments.
Max also felt profound happiness and satisfaction. He said,
Through this adventure, I've learned a lot, especially the importance of unity and courage. I've finally found true friends. Thank you for your trust and understanding.
The animals hugged each other, sharing their joy and gratitude. They realized that through facing challenges and difficulties together, their friendship had become stronger, and their hearts had grown. In this heartwarming moment, Rosie suddenly remembered something. She took out a piece of paper, with a map drawn on it from her pocket, and said with a smile,
During this adventure, we discovered many treasures. But the most precious one is the time we spent together and the companionship we shared. This is our common treasure.
Max took the map and carefully tucked it away, saying it would be their eternal keepsake. The conclusion of the story was filled with warmth and hope. Rosie, Max, and their animal friends continued to live in the forest, sharing friendship and love, each day filled with laughter and gratitude. This adventure not only helped them grow and learn, but also taught them the value of friendship and unity. They knew that no matter what challenges they faced, as long as they stayed connected and worked together, they could create miracles and embrace a brighter future.
1.
Today's stories. The Lion and the Brave Boy. Once upon a time, in the heart of a vast African savanna, lived a mighty lion named Callie. He was known far and wide for his strength and ferocity. Animals of the jungle feared him, and none dared to venture near his territory. One day, a young boy named Malik found himself lost in the wilderness. He had wandered far from his village, and was alone and frightened. As the sun began to set, Malik stumbled upon a clearing, where the great lion Callie lay under the shade of a towering baobab tree. Fear gripped Malik's heart as he stood frozen, staring at the lion. Callie slowly opened his eyes, and gazed at the trembling boy. Surprisingly, instead of pouncing on him, the lion simply observed him with curiosity. After a moment of silence, Malik managed to speak, his voice shaky yet determined. Please, Mr. Lion, I am lost and afraid. Can you help me find my way back home? Callie, intrigued by the boy's courage, nodded solemnly. I know these lands well, said the lion in a deep, rumbling voice. I will guide you safely back, but you must trust me. With little choice, Malik agreed, and together they embarked on a journey through the wilderness. As they walked, Callie shared stories of the jungle, teaching Malik about the delicate balance of nature, and the importance of respecting all creatures. Days passed, and Malik grew stronger and more confident with each step, guided by the lion's wisdom. One evening, they encountered a pack of hyenas blocking their path. Fear crept back into Malik's heart, But Callie stood tall and fearless, his presence commanding respect. Young ones, Callie spoke firmly. Let us pass peacefully. We mean no harm. The hyenas hesitated, surprised by the lion's calm demeanor. Slowly, they parted ways, allowing Malik and Callie to continue their journey. Finally, they reached the outskirts of Malik's village. Overwhelmed with gratitude, Malik turned to Callie. Thank you, Mr. Lion, for saving me and teaching me so much along the way. Callie nodded, a hint of pride in his eyes. Remember, young one, bravery is not measured by size or strength alone. It is found in the heart of those who show kindness and respect, even in the face of fear. With those parting words, Callie bid farewell to Malik, who returned to his village a changed boy, filled with newfound courage and compassion. From that day on, Malik shared the story of his incredible journey with Callie, spreading the message of bravery and friendship. And in the vast African savanna, the legend of the lion and the boy echoed through the winds, a testament to the enduring bond between two unlikely companions. Today's story: Elena's magical adventure. In a distant magical forest lived a young witch named Elena. Elena was a girl full of curiosity and courage, residing in a magic school, where she learned various enchanting spells. One day, deep within the forest, Elena stumbled upon a shimmering ancient spellbook. The book contained records of a legendary lost magic, filling Elena's heart with excitement. The peculiar symbols and mysterious patterns in the book piqued her interest, making her realize that it might reveal an extraordinary magic. Elena eagerly delved into the contents of the book and discovered mentions of the lost magic. According to the book, the lost magic was called the Light of the Stars, which legend said could awaken the dormant power of the stars, granting the caster unparalleled wisdom and strength. However, this magic had been lost for centuries, with only a handful of people knowing its true secret. Determined to embark on a quest to find the lost magic of the Light of the Stars, Elena hoped to rediscover this magic and bring it back to the magic school to save the fate of the magical world. Thus, Elena began her adventure, leaving the magic school and journeying through the enchanted forest. The forest was filled with countless dangers and puzzles, but Elena's determination and magical skills helped her overcome each obstacle. During her adventure, Elena encountered many peculiar creatures and mysterious elves, who provided her with clues and assistance regarding the lost magic. She discovered ancient ruins and hidden mystical locations, each discovery bringing her closer to the secret of the Light of the Stars. However, Elena also realized she was not the only one seeking this lost magic. Deep within the forest lurked the shadow of a dark force, also in search of the Light of the Stars, hoping to use it for evil purposes. Now, Elena had to quicken her pace, uncover the secret of the lost magic, Light of the Stars, and thwart the schemes of those dark forces. Her adventure would determine the fate of the magical world. Thus, Elena continued to follow the clues of the Light of the Stars, knowing that time was crucial for her. Every step was crucial, and every discovery filled her with excitement and anticipation. Elena journeyed alongside a friendly elf guide, traversing dense forests and mysterious streams. Along the way, they encountered various fantastical creatures such as tree spirits, water nymphs, and colorful birds, all of whom knew a bit about the legend of the Light of the Stars, and helped guide Elena in the right direction. However, the shadow of dark forces continued to deepen. One night, Elena found herself being stalked by trackers from the dark forces. They transformed into cunning black wolves, attempting to hinder Elena's progress. But Elena, with her wit and bravery, aided by her magical skills and cooperation with the elf guide, successfully evaded the pursuit of the black wolves. In the subsequent journey, Elena discovered an ancient temple, said to be the final guardian of the lost magic. The temple was adorned with mysterious runes and star patterns, and Elena felt a surge of powerful energy. In the depths of the temple, Elena finally uncovered the secret of the lost magic, Light of the Stars. This magic was not meant for destruction but was a noble magic that awakened inner wisdom and strength. Elena realized that her mission was not only to find this magic, but also to use it to help every creature in the magical world. In the final test, Elena engaged in a magical duel with a representative of the dark forces. Utilizing the power of the Light of the Stars, she triumphed over evil and brought back the lost magic to the magic school, sharing her fantastic adventure with everyone. With the return of the power of the Light of the Stars, the magic school brimmed with new vitality and hope. Guided by Elena, the students explored deeper magical mysteries, learning how to use magic to help their friends and protect the peace of the magical world. Elena also made new friends during her adventure, including students from other magic schools and mysterious creatures from distant lands. Together, they faced various challenges, unraveled more magical secrets, and discovered the infinite possibilities of the magical world. However, as her adventure continued, Elena began to realize that the magical world was facing a threat from a mysterious force. A dark shadow loomed over the entire continent, threatening the safety of all creatures. Elena and her friends decided to unite and combat this dark force. They embarked on a difficult and intense battle, using their wisdom and magical powers to challenge the forces of darkness and defend the peace and freedom of the magical world. In the final showdown, Elena unleashed the full power of the Light of the Stars and engaged in a magical duel with the leader of the dark forces. Their battle was intense and thrilling, and ultimately, Elena defeated the dark forces with courage and faith, bringing new hope and light to the magical world. After this victory, Elena and her friends celebrated together, thanking each other for their support and courage. They knew that this was just the beginning of a new adventure, with many unknown mysteries awaiting them to explore the magical world.
That's it for today's story. If you like it, remember to like and share and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.
That's it for today. Thank you for your support. If you like my video, please like and share it, and don't forget to subscribe.